Yeah. So, I side note, I'm very, very into reality competition television.
Okay.
So I have a lot of friends who are also into this. So, a friend saw an advertisement for like Mr. Beast casting. We're looking for, smart women, and he recommended me to them, and they called me and liked my credentials. And I was super excited to apply because I've always been intrigued in like pushing myself like to like psychologically and physically and emotionally. So it just seemed like a really, really good challenge, but also a very scary challenge, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. Something like entering a show, especially like Mr. Beast is, like I'm assuming you know Mr. Beast prior to applying for the application, right?
Yes. So I was
Okay.
like, what are we going to be doing? Like,
Yeah.
are there going to be thousands of us? Like, is it going to be something absolutely crazy and terrifying?
Yeah, because I interviewed Corey and he didn't know anything about Mr. Beast and he ended up getting into it, which was really cool. And so I'm curious, so you knew Mr. Beast, you know his style, you know how he works, he's creative, he really builds up that adrenaline, right?
Yep.
And
Yep,
so
for
like
sure.
was entering the show anything you had originally expected?
I mean, I watch a lot of shows like this, like Survivor and The Amazing Race and things like that. So, and I'd watch like season one like three times to prepare. Um, so I think I thought I was prepared, but then when you're actually in it,
Yeah.
you realize you can't prepare for something that crazy. Because so many things that you don't even see on camera, like you're away from your friends and family, you don't have access to a phone, you don't really have access to your own stuff besides, certain clothes and toiletries you bring in.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, no, I did not feel prepared.
Was there anything that you did in advance to kind of help mentally prepare? Like you said, you're in the smart group. Was there anything you kind of did to kind of, maybe like remember patterns or things like that? Was there anything you prepared in advance?
I remember thinking I should practice memory because there was a bunch of memory things in season one.
Yeah.
But because I'm doing 10,000 things in my everyday life, I did not. And I remember when we saw that first challenge of memorizing blocks, I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I practice memory?
Yeah. That is so, so funny. It's a great show. I loved it. I love season one and season two. And all the contestants, all of you guys have like your own unique characters. when
Mhm.
when you are now competing into the show and like go on the plane, you go to Vegas and they have a special sign where they tell you like what to look out for so it doesn't draw too much attention. And when
Mhm.
you were navigating this process, like what did that moment feel like for you? Like when you were there, like how did that feel for you?
Surreal. Like up until that point, I didn't really I knew logically I was gonna go on the show and turn over my phone and be mic'd up, but like actually going and seeing a bunch of people and being like, oh my gosh, are these other contestants that are gonna be trying to eliminate me or be my allies? And
Yeah.
then actually have to give over your phone and be like, oh my gosh, I have no more control over what I'm doing. Like it's really like an out of body experience.
How was it entering that room with all of these other contestants?
Well, for one, I thought there was going to be a lot more.
Yeah.
Like season one, there were, I think, 2,000 to start in the YouTube episode. And I remember they
Mhm.
sat us down and they were like, all right, do y'all want to know how many other hotels filled with contestants are there? And we're
Yeah.
like, yes, oh no. And they were like, this is it. And we like, the whole crowd like erupted in cheers. Like you would think that we'd all just won because we all thought we'd be battling against like thousands of other people.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.